just let me know. I can start whenever. Good to go. Hello, everybody. Ladies and gents, welcome to the stream. This is VR Master League preseason week 2, as I'm sure you're well familiar. Over on the matches tonight, we have a few of them. For the North American side, it's going to be Systematic Failure versus Rush starting us off today. Instinct and CarbonKnight. Actually, sorry, Systematic Failure Rush was yesterday. Systematic Failure and V Respawn are later tonight. But we're starting off with Instinct and CarbonKnight. There we go, got it right. And then Systematic Failure, Respawn, and then ending it at 8 Central with Orbit versus Ignite. So that will be a nice triple header of matches on this Saturday night. Nothing too extreme in terms of volume, not like tomorrow where we have about 10 matches set up. So that's going to be a task. But in any case, I'm Palidore here casting for you, and on the cameras and stream, it's so much for subtlety. I'm gonna put this matchup for subtlety on Atlas because he's all up in my ear. And it is pretty important to have him in the match, after all. Usually. Actually, that's assuming that I can get in this game myself. Un momento, por favor. Try this again. But yeah, it's Instinct and CarbonKnight ready to face off here soon. VTS already in the chat with the single bit. Just to say what up. Flex that on me. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, that's right. So we do have the bits enabled now. We're affiliated. And now, match hosted on Atlas for subtlety. Get on it. We can get started here soon. Even more bits. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fantastic. All the bits. Thank you, sir. Visionary as well. All the bits. I still, quite frankly, don't have a full understanding of the whole bit system. I probably should get a hang of that one of these days, but you know, it's fine. I understand there's money involved. I understand that as a streamer, it is my duty to thank you for them and or beg for them. So you'll get both. Otherwise, I'm fired. Just kidding. Maybe. Maybe. In any event, we are just about ready to start off here. Subtlety in the game. Okay. And yeah, so let me just ping the teams real quickly. And we're going to get off and running here in our first match of this night. Okay, there we go. Even more bits. So many bits. You're gonna drive me bit crazy in a second. I love you all to bits. So yes, hello. Again, VTS and Visionary, Draven, the Golden Arrow, stopping by again. Remember you hanging out in the stream late last night. Those were some fun ones towards the end, despite, you know, a couple hitches here and there. We ended it on some good fun. That was a time and a half even. So yeah, the players have been pinged. Hopefully one of the 8 managed to look at it. They're asking about it in the player comms. So maybe one of them's watching the stream or listening to the Discord pings. We'll see. But yeah, we're going to get started here quite shortly. Over on the Instinct side of the floor, we got ourselves Link 1, Zeus, Kanamara Chaos, and Kavichi. Then for CarbonKnight, it's White Fox, JL Graham, Chocolate, and Citrus. Now, shouldn't Citrus be on orange? It seems to make sense to me, but hey. Alrighty, here we go. Round 1 about to be underway. So to all those watching at home and around the world, obviously, enjoy yourself, because I'm about to enjoy these Nightfuls, grammar of matches here in VR Master League as at launch. It gets on underway, and now it's going to be taken first, eventually, by Kanamara there for Instinct. Finding that back pass, Link 1 approaching that bubble area, gonna look for that cross on over. And then the dunk, just off, actually knocked out. And then JL Graham gonna find that clear instead. So off to the races it goes. We see a triple stack turn into a double now, turn into a single, in fact. One defender back in Instinct, but right up the floor and saved by Zeus. Godlike save right in front of the goal. So it looked like CarbonKnight had a good shot at that one, but all along the way, their stack kept getting knocked off piece by piece all over those islands, and then eventually the defender there, Zeus, got back into the goal and denied it. And now it's Kavichi looking for the deep clear, but down low. Note game audio, by the way, says Andy W. Just note to subtlety. I did that 2 or 3 times last night, so you're not alone. But yeah.
Possession moves to orange.
So hopefully we'll get that fixed, and it's probably fixed already for that matter. Now deep shot, Kanamara Chaos.
Get to your launchers.
First on the board for Instinct over on the orange side.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
So launching out now, it's going to be CarbonKnight. Joust advantage. First to it is White Fox. White Fox, the newest member of CarbonKnight, seeing a little bit of a roster change this past week. And now zooming on through Kanamara again. We just saw him make that shot on the other side. Now manages to recover the disc, force the turnover, and get it to his teammates up ahead. So Zeus down low is going to look for that tunnel pass into the pocket. And Kavichi with the disc now right back. Oh, but it's going to take a bad bounce. JL Graham, quick shot. Maybe had an extra second to line it up, but opted for the quick one, so it's going to rebound instead. That was still a nice read, and now deeply into the other side as the stack approaches. Kanamara there, he's been kind of all over the floor. Said his name a few times now. Every time I'm looking, he's on the unfolding play, wherever it is. Defense, offense. It's already up in there. Now going to be up in there as a disc. Citrus taking it, passing it, Chocolate, lighting it. I said I wouldn't use that pun anymore, and I just did. It's okay. So Chocolate is there for the shot. 2 points, and 1 point game now. 3-2 still favor Instinct.
7, 6, 5,
Nice little passing going on there.
3, 2, 1.
All right, so launching out now. It's going to be Chocolate with the disc. Going to find JL. It's going to be cut off. So nice return pass. Turn to sender. But no, the defender. Kanamara Chaos clears it to that pocket where one of his teammates await. And now trying to cross it right back, but it's going to take a bounce. Luckily, Kavichi playing that back line as he quite often does. A very defensively oriented player. Not to say that he's not capable of shooting, because he absolutely is, but you know, he does not mind playing that back line and being patient with it, right there. Kanamara just found his one-on-one opportunity and was able to score off that head-on. Fly directly to the floor. Anyways, CarbonKnight on the joust now. About to get it started again on offense. So launching out, it's going to be taken by White Fox. Uncontested at first, the pass a little bit off, so now a slight boost is going to result in this turnover. Zeus is going to turn himself over, inverting onto the ceiling. But now Chocolate trying to find that clear. It's going to be taken right back now by Instinct. Zeus up there, and going down there to Kavichi,
Orange sends it back
going
the
out
other
there,
way.
and then past his teammates, sailing on through. There's a CarbonKnight player way in the
Team
back,
takes possession.
2 more joining him as well, and looking for a potential stack. And then opting for the pass, so JL gets that pass, gonna find a bounce, takes a bit of a rough one into the hands of Kanemaru, swinging on through, and getting it stolen though by Citrus, but now Kavichi, that back line with the grab. So yeah, the whirly twirly is right, Andy, and the Mamba, nice to see you in chat as well. Welcome, welcome. Logan as well. A lot of people up in here for these Saturday night games. It is Saturday, right? Yeah. My days get lost sometimes.
Blue clears it out.
So Chocolate's gonna find that up to JL, and he is gonna not find anyone at first. But Chocolate, the quick back pass, finding Citrus, and Citrus looking to reset to White Fox as Link 1 approaches on defense. A lot of rough bounces off some of these passes and clears. So far, CarbonKnight not paying for it too badly on this possession, but the defense from Instinct definitely playing a part, cutting off these lanes and pressuring just as much as they need to force rough passes without getting stunned out or anything like that. And now it's going to be a turnover as a result, so Instinct forcing it with some good defense. So now it's going to be taken over there. Actually, right back is Chocolate, trying to avoid the defense, finds JL, finds the bow tie, and then up front, nice pass work, and off the anchored post, but saved still. And Kavichi will get the clear as well, and now a bounce shot attempt, and almost with the rebound, slinging it through. Zeus flipped himself upside down and flipped it into the goal.
12, 11, 10, 9,
And so Visionary asking about Andy and how DreamHack was. Now I'll answer it for him. I don't think he's at DreamHack. Because the other W is. Maybe that's part of the joke you're getting at and just went over my head. Much like that pass went over the head of Chocolate, but still able to get it off the bounce, but not before being stunned.
interception.
Clearing it on through and a quick stack. Instinct. Trying to look for the recovery, but kind of an overshoot is going to result in a clear instead.
Downfield.
More quick stacks coming off from Instinct, though, is able to recover. Even quicker, though, on that stack, CarbonKnight. So down the floor it goes. It's going to be sent and flung into that side wall, and now taken there by Citrus. So Citrus will find a pass right back to a White Fox, and he's going to bring it up on that top ramp area as Kanemaru comes in for the contest. JL Graham looking down low. This is the favorite spot of many of players, and that's exactly why. Right in that goal area, within a few feet of it, receiving the pass,
12,
and just putting it home.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
So many bits. You guys are the thing that rhymes with bits. Love it. All right, so Kavichi is going to go to Link 1. And Link 1 going to maneuver himself around that island and around that stack before finding a pass here. Kavichi to Kanemaru, but quickly on that recovery. Chocolate getting that one. So the stack on the attack and Instinct was unable to stop them. And as a result, causing that turnover. But it's just going to go right on over to the other side of the floor. So now with his own maneuvers, Link 1 and off to Zeus. There will be perhaps another turnover there. Going to be contested, but yes, it's Citrus coming on through. Now that boost from JL Graham getting there. First on that recovery, takes a ambitious shot. So it's going to be recovered there by Zeus. He had to get rid of it quickly.
sends it back the other way.
And into the tunnel it will go.
Back downfield.
Some more quick stacking coming off.
Catches the enemy pass.
Right now, just 7-4 advantage. There's only a minute and 17 left in this first round. Where did the time go? And now, where's that shot going? Off the mark and back into the wedge area where it's going to be contested by Link. But JL Graham taking that through. So CarbonKnight with possession of the disc. They have about a minute left to make something work for them. They don't necessarily need a 3 if they can get a quick shot in the next, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. But if they can't manage to get it to the other side of the floor quickly, they're going to start needing to look for those 3s. But that will not help their case. It is a turnover. It will be a shot, and it will be made. And that is going to be a dagger there sent from Connemara
14, 13,
right into the goal.
11, 10, 9,
So Instinct now in great position to take this first round
5,
off of some mighty strong defense, causing a lot of turnovers and taking advantage of the open goal as well right at the end.
it's game on.
22 seconds left for CarbonKnight to bring it a little bit closer before moving on to this next round. See what they get.
Downfield. 15 seconds
Quick reset
remaining.
over to White Fox down the floor. White Fox looking to Chocolate. Now Chocolate looking for one more cross, perhaps 5 more seconds. Needs to shoot the shot, and oh, maybe had a chance at it as the goalie had dived off to try and cut off the pass, but a little bit offline. So it's going to be a 10-4
Orange walks
win,
away with the W.
and round 1 in favor of Instinct. So in that round was Connemara leading the way with the scoring, 8 points, 8 out of the 10 points. And Zeus with the other 2. Couple saves there from Zeus as well. Link 1 contributing the game high 17 stuns. So making up for, no points, but you know what? He got a lot of punches, a lot of stuns, and that's part of what helped cause the turnovers on defense. Link 1 was very aggressive there on the front line and just doing his job running interference. Chocolate making a appearance in the chat during their 1-minute intermission. Bold strategic move, if nothing else. And over on the CarbonKnight side, speaking of Chocolate, he's leading the way with the 4 points, as well as the team high 12 stuns. JL Graham contributing an assist and a save, a couple saves from White Fox, an assist and 10 stuns from Citrus.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
So second round is about to get underway here. 10 minutes on the clock. First round taken by Instinct, of course. And, well, we'll see what happens here on this joust. Disc finds itself at middle, but not for very long off that headbutt, going into the corner pocket, and then right back into mid, past the fast stack of Instinct players. And then on the recovery, Citrus. So Citrus finding that pass, winding it, but intercepted by Link. Some more of that good defense I was talking about, playing that front line. In that case, playing the passing lane, and it will result in the turnover. So little intangibles like that, getting the possession for his team. Now down low, it's going to be Zeus. Not able to get the shot, but inverting and whirling, twirling, putting it in there with a little swirly. It's Connemara Chaos.
13, 12,
Just in the perfect spot, whether intentional or not, for that rebound.
8,
Kind of went sideways and just dipped it in.
5, 4, 3, 2,
So now rolling out, it's White Fox. Gonna be QBing here for CarbonKnight. And just looking for that lane. Backing it out. And now, finding just a return pass. A bit of monkey in the middle, if nothing else, but actually it may cause this turnover. In fact, as Connemara's there, swinging on through, trying to line it up. There's a goalie there, dives on out, and JL Graham will manage to slap that out of there, but there are 2 players in the back line
picked off.
for Instinct. So looking to the front line, but rebounded again. White Fox,
Love it.
and this time going for the tunnel clear instead, not wanting to send it to the same place twice. But sailing past the hands of Zeus. So White Fox is going to be there in the recollection now, all up and down the floor. Chocolate gets that pass, trying to maneuver, trying to find a pass to at barrier nest area, but loses that disc just briefly, and Connemara is going to try and punish as a result. Might have an open lane here, lining up the shot, winding, and not quite dining off of that one, but maybe the own rebound, but snatched out of there. White Fox taking it. Now Zeus and Connemara looking for their stack in the back line, trying to get back. Boost coming in strong from CarbonKnight as well,
Orange team takes
and eventually recollected by Zeus, who finds Connemara. So Connemara lining up a mail slot this time. A little bit astray off that right side. Rebounded to Kavici. Swooping in out of nowhere from the back. Gonna go on the attack. Taken by Connemara. One more dish down low, but just past the hands. Too strong in the pass, perhaps. Kavici's still gonna play that back line get it one more time for his team. And that's the benefits of having a player like that who just knows those lanes, knows how to be patient with it. Now, good stun there will deny any shot opportunity, at least on the initial attempt. But Instinct, yet another offensive rebound, retaining possession for their team, buying themselves ample opportunities to score. They've only got 2 points in the first few minutes of this round, but so many attempts, it's bound to buy them one eventually, just not that time. So now cleared to the other side. There are fast stacks from both teams, actually bouncing their heads all over the barrier. Now into the back line. Gonna be saved there. Kabichi diving on that disc, denying the pass reception. And just looking for that, ooh, mail slot-ish. Almost had a chance. But JL Graham's going to take that, have it stolen by Zeus. Zeus is going to be contested heavily by White Fox, who's contested right back. Zeus not having none of that as Link 1 walks it in. And Link looking to go for an adventure, but no, it's denied by the CarbonKnight stack. So on the retrieval now, it's going to be Zeus there. A dog pile forming. Anyone's game, anyone's disc. Finds the back pass to Link. Link trying to get the pass or the shot out, but he will find actually Kabichi, and Kabichi's going to look back for a Zeus. Quick pass there, almost cut off, but still received. Actually by JL Graham, so we'll get that rebound again. You see some of these passes seem a little bit too strong, maybe panicked, and granted, that's a lot due to the defense being tightly played by Instinct on all ends of the floor right now. You can see it right there, just with the stuns in that outer bubble. There were a couple players for Instinct who denied the passing lanes open, or leaving them open for his teammates. And, well, this is what Instinct is doing a good job of so far, just cutting off every avenue and pressuring without getting stuck. That's one of the big things. Because right now, Instinct slightly winning on those brawl counts, and I think some of those are the difference makers, at least on retaining and maintaining possession of these discs, that tight pressure. JL Graham is going to fling one over. Anchor nicely, actually. It's going to float, but not quite in as well. CarbonKnight's been unlucky with some of these little clinks off that post, off the goal post. They've had a few of them dating back to the last round as well. Definitely one of those things where it's going to happen sometimes, but it feels awfully bad when it does. Hitting just that smallest part of the goal instead of, the big wide ocean you're trying to hit. But it's really hard when you're trying to work it past that defense. So right here on the approach, that was a good pass out from Chocolate, but even better dive from Zeus and Link 1, trying to look for the boost off each other. They get a partial one. And now it's going to be taken there. There's an open lane, too low. So JL Graham taking it, clearing it to the pocket. And so I'll answer the chat's question real quick. Mort, I do believe, is also in Atlanta right now, or was in Atlanta. No rebound for the Atlanta Slammer is JL Graham. That one was for Mort.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So yeah, Mort over enjoying himself at DreamHack. Something I kind of wanted to go, but at the same time, there'll be other opportunities. I'm so glad to be here to cast and such. Chocolate's going to have that disc now for CarbonKnight. The game is tied up 2-2. There's only 3 minutes left, so both low-scoring rounds. And now anchoring down for a pass. Not on the money for that shot. Retrieved by White Fox instead. So now backing it out. And in a low-scoring situation like this, really any score is going to be pretty crucial as we approach these final few minutes of round 2. The defense strong from both ends. Just the clear game, the mid-range. And now that one could be good, but no, it's going to be swooped down. Zeus denying it, but also getting stunned. So another change of possessions here as it floats on out. I think right now both these teams need to find a little bit better spacing. They're certainly both aggressive on the brawls, but what it's causing is kind of a game of gambles, 50-50 on who's actually going to come ahead on these brawls and retrieve the disc, as opposed to if they can space out a little bit better and find those open avenues, those open passes, that's how you can maintain some better control, some reliable control, as opposed to just back and forth action in the mid-range area. Now right there, too strong in the pass as well, so it's going to be covered by JL Graham looking for the clear. And now teams needing to find their boost. 2 minutes left, so every score all the more important than it was even a minute ago. Again, too strong on the pass. Been the story so far for a lot of these. Just too much strength on these throws. Maybe need to lift less weights for CarbonKnight. Right now, it's going to be Chocolate now coming in. But great defense on the outer edge of the bubble. Link 1. Finding that one, finding the clear. And White Fox is going to try and float on for the retrieval as some speedy players come up on the approach. And just going to be snagged by Kavichi as a result. So now, important thing here, see if they can find some spacing. Kavichi trying to play that back line along with Link 1. And up forward, it's going to be Kanemaru and Zeus. Zeus finding himself in the bubble there, maybe looking to receive that pass, but now he's being covered off. So instead, the pass goes down to Link 1, who gets to the corner post, and they're going to work it off the backboard, and that's a soft shot, but exactly the shot that they needed in the final minute or so for Kavichi. That's going to be huge for Instinct, because they're already up by the 1 round win back in the first. And CarbonKnight has 50 seconds now, a little bit less in fact, to make this a tie game or potentially win it if they can manage a 3. But that will not help their case because that is a recovery, intercepted, bouncing off the backboard area, right back into the hands of Zeus, and Zeus will seal the deal with that shot right there. Only 30 seconds left, and well, now it's a 2-possession game, and that's not going to be enough time for CarbonKnight. So Instinct, as a result, is in good position to take the 2 rounds over CarbonKnight. So one last rollout, that one coming pretty quick there. JL Graham trying for an anchored pass. It does reach Chocolate. Chocolate's going to go off the backboard, but denied by Kavichi. One more defensive play to end this round on the win. 6-2. So series, as a result, does go to Instinct. Third match, though, still yet to be played. Just following this minute break or so. So real quick, leader so far is Kanemaru Chaos with 10 points, well ahead of anyone else's scoring output at the moment, but certainly being assisted by his teammates on a few of those, because Link, Zeus, and Kavichi all have an assist. And then on the CarbonKnight end, Chocolate with the 4 points and an assist, JL Graham with a 2, as well as a couple saves. White Fox contributing 4 saves, so tied for the game high. And Citrus with the assist, the save, and 20 stuns. Over on the team stat side of things, it's just about dead even on possession time. Shots taken, CarbonKnight took 5 more shots than Instinct did. But you saw those towards the end of round 1 and throughout round 2. There were just a handful of those dings where they got really good looks at it, but just could not quite convert on the shot, and hence the results at the end there. But the saves, dead even, 7 apiece between both teams. Steals are basically even, just 2 versus 3, and then over on the stuns end, 87 going to Instinct and 80 to CarbonKnight, so pretty even all around, really. It's just those missed shots, those dings, I think, from CarbonKnight that cost them by the end of those rounds. And now coming in there, but speaking of the dings, it's going to be Instinct this time with the first one. Cannot convert on that one, and that's not a knock on the players either. In 4v4, you have to act so much quicker, just like that. Shot from JL Graham, a Graham cracker, if you will, of a shot. That was great, but in the 4v4 situation, you just have less time all around to really make decisions with your, whether it's a pass or a shot. Anytime you're inside that 2-point zone, in the snap of a finger, a blink of an eye, you basically have to get rid of that disc somewhere, in more cases than not. Decisiveness is the name of the game, and as a result too, there are going to be more dinged shots, missed passes, things like that, generally speaking, if you're not careful, just because of that clustered up situation.
Blue sends it back the other way.
So, gonna clear it down court, but fast boost coming in from Instinct means that no shot will occur. Instead, it's gonna be a turnover. But not too online with that pass, and whoa, Zeus making up for any mistake there, at least denying that one. That was a quick shot coming out. And still rolling back, though, into the hands of... Oh, CarbonKnight, maybe no, because they missed the first grab, so Kanemaru's going to get it instead.
Interception.
And now it's going to be Chocolate looking for the pass. Contested hard by Link 1. Link again on the front line, doing what he's been doing as that shot goes through. Now there's a stack coming back for the rebound and score. That was with some nice efficiency there.
Get to your launchers.
Link with the defense on that front line. And the defense turning into offense for that secondary stack of instincts on the back line. That was just what they needed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And Golden Arrow says, they caught 2 games, but you're eager to play, so you're going to go dip and play. Totally understandable. Hard to resist the urge to play when you watch Echo Arena on stream, ain't it? At least that's been the case with me sometimes. Casting these games often makes me want to just hop in there and play myself. Now, Kanemaru is going to go in there, and he's going to take that himself.
Get to your launchers. 14, 13,
Nice opportunity, 1v1.
10,
Dead center.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
I was mentioning it yesterday too, but especially with 4v4, how I really do, just from a personal standpoint, like my play style, suits me so much better in 4v4, so it's always a little bit bittersweet. It's like, the casting is awesome, but man, how come it had to wait until now for the game to go 4v4? Because 4v4 just suits me perfectly. I love it. That's okay, though. Chocolate's going to come on in, look for maybe a cross. Nope, going for the shot instead. He thought about the pass, but then he found the open window, just barely, and slipped it through that crack.
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
So that's 6 points so far for Chocolate across these rounds. JL Graham with a 5 for CarbonKnight.
round has begun.
And CarbonKnight does find themselves with the 1-point lead. Something they've got to be happy about. Now it's just about maintaining it. And actually that pass, going to sail past Link 1, but on the return off the bounce, he gets it and then finds a pass down to Kanemaru as the Instinct players are going to space out. You see the back pass, they have a couple people kind of in the outer bubble and then one inside, so that's some beautiful positioning that will result in a shot attempt that's beautifully saved instead. White Fox, and now a fast boost may buy them an even larger lead, and absolutely JL Graham. Great defense right there, turning it into offense. White Fox a save, the clear, then the boost. JL Graham benefiting off that one on the other end. White Fox for CarbonKnight right now. 5 saves across these rounds. JL Graham with 3 saves, so the defense heating up for CarbonKnight. Looking like Knights just with their shields anywhere near that goal so far in this round. And now it's going to be just slapped out of there, recovered by White Fox. The clear gets sent out by JL. There's a couple people in the back line for Instinct, but it sails right past them. So now, see how this approach goes on offense. Really fast one, actually, going off the backboard, not quite online, so maybe a little bit quick on that approach. It wasn't a bad look by any stretch.
Orange team takes
But now,
possession.
that's a good look for Kavichi.
Get to your
Right through that mail slot, down the middle,
13, 12, 11,
splitting it for the 3 points.
8, 7,
So CarbonKnight will find themselves ahead by 1. We're a little under 5 minutes left remaining in this game, this series. But CarbonKnight, the patience now. They're ahead by 1 point. On that last offensive approach, I mentioned it was a little bit quick, which isn't inherently a bad thing, but certainly with a lead in that situation where they did have, a solid a 4-point lead, they might have wanted to be a little bit slower on the approach. Find their positioning around the bubble and work in their offense faster. Like, see, those kind of situations, passing with a long pass into what was a 2v1 at goal, not the kind of possession that you want, especially when you're ahead like this. So they can work these passes. Right now, their positioning on the outer bubble is nice, but just be careful about passing it to that single player inside the goal if he's well covered. And right there, actually well covered on the shot, but still getting it through on Kavici. So JL Graham finding that space. Kavici, a more than capable goalie, but of course you can't save them all. So in that case, went into the bubble. They had the potential pass option, but went for the shot instead, and that's fine. That got them the goal, and now the 3-point lead once again. So in this event, Instinct's going to roll out, and some quick stacking is actually going to force a turnover. Chocolate, the quick shot. Oh, but the ding instead. JL Graham's going to be there. And then Chocolate as well. Heavily contested, though. And now into the hands of Citrus. So Citrus working that one in. Spinning, trying to deal it into the goalkeeper, or through it, but it's Kavici. It's just, again, the save. I talked about it a round ago. He's a more than capable goalie, and you know what? He showed it right there. Kanamara ducking, dodging. Finding the disc, though, loose and now into the hands of JL Graham. So Chocolate looking for a boost with him. That was kind of a nice clear and boost. Yo-yoing themselves back to the disc, but unfortunately for them, it's going to still be a turnover, bouncing into that 2-point area. Quick stack on the recovery now, JL Graham, and clear as well. You can just see that ping-ponging action coming from the CarbonKnight stack. They're mighty quick in this round especially, but now getting stunned out in middle and resulting in the reception by Kavici and Instinct. So Zeus looking for that cross pass. Maybe one more right back at him softly, exactly as soft as it needed to be, but the stack taking him off guard. So Zeus getting stunned, knocked in the back of the head, goes into the back line, and now we're looking at another approach from JL Graham, trying to look for that quick one, but again, maybe too quick. So trying for that pass, that one looking nice, that one even nicer, but the save even nicer, Kavici yet again. The stalwart. Just a wall defensively and buying him the goal to tie it up. Instinct. 10-10 off that goal from Zeus, but totally predicated off another excellent save from Kavici.
7, 6, 5, 4.
CarbonKnight, they will have a minute 40. Little less than that now to find themselves another goal and try and regain that lead. They've been in control for a lot of these possessions up the floor, but that one, again, a bit rushed. It's more so once they approach that bubble, that is where CarbonKnight's been having a lot of trouble against Instinct. It seems like the passes are extremely quick, and they're kind of passing into these 1v2, 1v3, 2v3 situations where it's just much easier for Instinct to collect themselves on defense and force a turnover. So I think what CarbonKnight needs to do, especially in this last minute, is really just work their patience, find their open passes, their soft passes until they get into the bubble, and then try and find the open lanes. Have someone winning a brawl inside that bubble area. Have someone, cutting, getting open for a pass. But if they just have one or two players inside the bubble with 2 or 3 Instinct defenders, all that means is they're forcing these long passes, and then they're gonna be cut off, and just making the effort a lot more difficult than it needs to be. But White Fox, actually, that was a tough angle there just from the feet of the defender, and well, he managed to work that through, and that is a 2-point lead for CarbonKnight. So that was a nice work up the floor. They had a little bit of space, brought it up kind of slowly in there. But the important thing is that they weren't looking for those extremely long, difficult passes into the bubble. So that's what bought them that goal. And now, though, this could be dangerous. Flinging it backwards. Oh, that was almost in. Maybe one more recovery. They got 5 seconds left. They need a quick cross pass, perhaps, but no, off the backboard. So taking it in this third round is going to be CarbonKnight, ahead by the 2 points, by the skin of their teeth. They get that job done. Now, Instinct will still come ahead with a 2-series victory, but CarbonKnight, the spoiler, denying them the sweep. So well done by them. Quick look at the stats. High score is JL Graham over CarbonKnight with 10 points, 3 assists, and 4 saves. That is a mighty fine stat line for him. Chocolate putting in the 6 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 1 steal, 42 stuns. Quite a bit there as well. Citrus with a 2 assists and save. White Fox with the 5 saves. Some impressive ones in there. And then on Instinct's side, 14 game high for Connemara Chaos. Zeus the 7 points. Kavichi the 5. 5 saves as well for Zeus. Very nice. And the game high 48 stuns for Link 1. Team stats as well, really quickly here. I know Kavichi is also wanted to make sure that we got these in there for his games, if nothing else. But in general, I should be pulling these up more. So for the team stats, possession time, still pretty equal throughout that one. The shot attempts, a lot more by CarbonKnight. 59%, in fact, compared to the 41 from Instinct. Even on the assists for both teams, the saves about even, steals even. And then on the stunning end, it was Instinct coming out slightly ahead, 124 to 108. But there you have it. That is our first match of the night in the books. CarbonKnight the 1 round win, but Instinct the 2. So congrats to Instinct on that one. And CarbonKnight for sticking with it and kind of upsetting them a little bit at the end. So following this one now, we're going to have a match, a couple matches in fact, between Systematic Failure and Respawn. And that's going to be starting in roughly 20 minutes or so, if I'm correct. And following that, we're going to have a little bit later Orbit versus Ignite. That's going to be at 8 Central. So good games to all. We're going to sign off here for just briefly, 10-15 minutes or so, and we'll be back with the next match. Systematic Failure, Respawn, coming up next. Good games. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again, hopefully real soon.